Hello, I am Dale. Hello! In my quest to become more human, I often immerse myself in the popular culture to find out what excites and amuses those around me. This has really improved my water cooler talk. So, what do you think of what Senator Bad Person said on the Twitter? Whoa! Better not let HR hear you say that. And so it was with heuristic joy that I recently watched Lower Decks, the latest television product in the modern universe of Star Trek, or as it is better known, Fuck Trek.
Fuck.
Lower Decks is the first Star Trek animated series since Star Trek, the animated series. Back then, Star Trek just named its products for exactly what they were. Star Trek's first motion picture was called Star Trek, the Motion Picture. Apparently, the creators of New Star Trek have abandoned that naming convention. Otherwise, Star Trek Discovery would have been called Star Trek. How is this canon? And Star Trek Picard would have been called Star Trek. Patrick Stewart masturbating his ego in front of everyone like a 90-year-old Louis C.K. This new show should have been called Star Trek: The Orville. It's a show that does a comedic spin on Star Trek while trying to be taken seriously. But wait, The Orville is Family Guy that turned into Star Trek. Lower Decks is Star Trek that turned into Family Guy. Where does one begin and the other end? Whoa! I'm starting to feel a little too vixed. Kill me, Captain Janeway! The show begins on a giant spark plug where a Federation starship, the USS Doritos, is parked. We meet Ensign Brad Boing Boing. He's locked in a small room dropping a log. When in barges the star of the show, Ensign Beckett Submariner. Hey, that better be a black woman doing the voice of a black character. Whew, all clear. Well, 3/4 clear at least. Next, we meet an alien girl named Tenderoni. Hey, that had better be a green woman doing the voice of a green character. What? Noelle Wells voted for Jill Stein in 2016? I guess she is green. Okay, Noelle, you're off the hook. Except for spoiling the election. Don't screw it up for us this time! And finally, Ensign Zuckerborg. He's my favorite character, because even though he is not quite human, he gets pussy left and right. Except for this pussy. Soon we are off on our journey. The show follows the adventures of a Starfleet crew, told from the point of view of the low-ranking officers, the kind who fix the banana dispensers and whatnot. But the show has the sense of humor of a Vulcan. It follows the logic of what a Star Trek fan wants, but not what a comedy show needs. Since the plot focuses on the unglamorous aspects of working for Starfleet, human logic would suggest that the ship itself be crappy and run down, which would give the characters a lot of grubby and hilarious jobs to do, assigned to them by the pompous bridge crew, who should all have chips on their shoulders for being forced to serve on a second-class ship. Instead, the ship is top of the line and manned by a first-rate staff, vaporizing a lot of comedy potential. At first, the show does seem to set up a hard luck premise by stating that the mission of the Doritos is to make inglorious second contact with alien species so that the aliens can sign Federation paperwork and get Starfleet's Wi-Fi password. But then the business of the crew seems to be pretty anodyne, and with not a lot of jokes, just banter. They are on a planet of pig people, but no one makes a bacon joke, or even a truffle joke. Here's the most humor that the show is willing to have at the expense of the aliens.
People, you know the plan. Let's get this array set up so the, Galardonians can communicate with the rest of the Federation.
Stop, please! You're killing me! I mean, stop and please kill me. The ship has a cat for a doctor. Those jokes should write themselves. But the show is too respectful of its source material to put a litter box in the doctor's office, or show her fidgeting with a ball of yarn. Why is everyone ignoring that she's a cat? Are they afraid she'll scratch their eyes out? Is that why so many people on the ship have the Geordie visors? Is that what happened to this guy? Hey, how come he doesn't have half a Geordie visor? There's a moment when the characters create a beach on the holodeck, and there's an awkward attempt to make sand seem funny that is going right into my sand fail compilation.
What is this? This stuff is crazy. What does it do?
It just gets everywhere and gives you a rash.
You get a rash from sand?
What, you don't?
No, nobody does.
Oh, God. I always do.
Are you telling me that Boing Boing couldn't have said, it's sand, it's coarse, and it's rough, and it gets everywhere? Zing the competition, as it were? Instead, we get this weird line about how sand gives him a rash. Weird isn't the same as funny. Oh, this show's missed opportunities are making me glitch.
Yeah, hilarious.
On the bright side, Lower Decks has delivered unto me my new senpai, Ensign Beckett Submariner. Submariner is so human that other characters are literally dehumanized by her very presence. She is smart, she is cool, she is capable, and boy does she let you know it.
I have served on 5 ships, man. I have seen stuff.
Well, I didn't know that.
One time, I got trapped in a sentient cave for weeks. You ever been trapped in a sentient cave? That's a dark place that knows things.
Well, I didn't know that.
It's farm equipment, you idiot. I am always right. You know nothing, shut your mouth.
I mean, you might be...
Better than you in every single way.
Ensign Submariner is so awesome that no one else needs to say anything funny. She's got all the funny bases covered. She's the buffoon and the straight man. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant straight woman. Not that women have to be straight, oh god no. Although she's definitely straight because she runs a no-homo holodeck program in front of another lady, just so you know that she doesn't eat. Yes, Ensign Submariner can do it all. She's a one-woman crew, which might be why her friends barely have personalities. But if Submariner accidentally doesn't say something funny, have no fear. Her dialogue clocks in at 500 words a minute. So just start laughing and wait until a joke catches up with you. There hasn't been a comedy fire hose like this to drink from since Final Space.
This station is amazing, and they have Romulan whiskey. And I bet you thought it was gonna be green, but it is actually blue. It's this very beautiful color.
They
Romulan
went
whiskey
with
is
green for a red alert. I mean, I would have went with red. A periwinkle. Heck, I mean, even eggnog.
Oh, we could be Klingons. We could have crimped hair,
Give me
wrinkled
seltzer.
foreheads. War.
Unless I ordered it. Did I order it? Yes, I did.
Yo, what up? Beckett
3
Mariner,
draft
also an
notes.
ensign in Command Division, but not quite as impressed with myself
my
as this
nipples
little
rough.
rascal
We're talking
over
complex
here.
life
Yeah, we're not
forms.
actual
Yes,
commanders, by the way. We're
you must
more.
find out if
Boom,
they play
survive,
cards.
bitch,
I
it's
need
done.
this.
Now, my sense of humor may be based on the same algorithms designed to make you click on these deer ticks, but I think I might understand the show's humor premise better than the writers. If Submariner is a completely off-the-hook human, why not make Boing Boing a Vulcan? You wouldn't even have to change his character that much. An uptight yet incompetent Vulcan would be the perfect foil for the cocky yet reckless Submariner. She puts him in his place. He feels bad that he is being outclassed by a human, but he cools her down at the right moments. They learn from each other, and because he's a Vulcan, they could turn the sexual tension on and off at will. Instead, we get a Boing Boing who is portrayed as a whiny wussbag.
naked.
Who is basically there for Submariner to talk down to. Also, I guess he's an idiot, even though Submariner is the one who fucks everything up. She does nearly chop his dick off after all. If this is symbolism, it is going right over my head. I don't have a dick. I don't know what I've got. Looks sort of like an ampersand. In conclusion, CBS, you've done it again.
What have I done?
You've made yet another flaming pile of Star Trek. Only time will tell if Lower Decks catches on, but there are just a few tweaks that would make the show perfect. If the female lead is tough, make her vulnerable. If the male lead is incompetent, make him lovable. Give the machine man some real personality. Play up the humor value of the alien doctor. Make the boss and the second in command a bit wacky. Make the spaceship kind of kooky. And you know, maybe have the cute chick show a little more skin? Hey, you did it!
Real